90-Day Fiancé, Jenny and Sumit open up about struggles of setting up their cafe with no running water. It's stressful. 90-Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh's first day at the cafe turned into a total disaster. They never imagined things would take such an unexpected turn on their inauguration day. The reality TV stars are finally opening up about the challenges they have faced along the way and how these challenges have affected their business. Jenny and Sumit appear to still regret some of the choices they made in the initial stage of their cafe business. Things spiraled quickly when Singh saw his dad using water from the washroom to wash vegetables. The TLC star had a beef with his family on the very first day of their business, and he hurt them all. Well, Jenny and Sumit appear to have learned a lot from their mistakes. What did they share? Have they finally found a solution? 90-Day Fiancé, Jenny shocked at cow urine blessing at their cafe. Sumit Singh's family agreed to help him run his cafe in India. He even named it Family Cafe to appreciate their efforts. The 90-Day Fiancé star and his family wanted to follow the Hindu tradition at the inauguration of his cafe. Sumit's family invited a priest to perform all the sermons and rituals to get blessings from God. However, Jenny was in disbelief to learn about the special holy water sprayed at the cafe. She learnt that they were spraying cow urine mixed with holy water to bless their cafe. Sumit explained that cow urine holds great significance in their culture and is used on every occasion. Still, Jenny had a hard time processing everything and felt grossed out. She felt Americans would never allow something in their kitchen. 90-Day Fiancé, Jenny and Sumit spill major struggles of running a cafe without water. Jenny and Sumit explored various locations before finalizing their place for their cafe. They compromised on running water because they wanted to set up their business in a prime location. The 90-Day Fiancé stars were ready to operate in a small place to attract more customers. Unfortunately, things took an unexpected turn when they actually started working. Recently, Sumit and Jenny shared the various struggles they faced while working in a cafe with no running water. The former shared how stressful it was actually to manage the entire cafe. He worked at various restaurants before starting his own business. However, the reality TV star became overwhelmed when he had to execute other tasks in addition to cooking. Jenny admitted, "We were all brand new at it, so none of us knew what we were doing." Sumit realized running a business is much more complicated than cooking. He told Access Hollywood about the changes he made after facing all the challenges due to the lack of running water. The reality TV star shared that he moved his business to a new place with easy access to running water. Sumit added, "Yeah, it has a sink, an actual sink with running water because we were struggling over there without it." He also explained that it has become costly to buy hygienic water every day. The 90-Day Fiancé stars were losing a significant amount of money due to the water issues. Fans were glad to know that Sumit and Jenny have found a solution for their business. They also liked to know that the couple's business is still running and it wasn't fake. For more tea on Sumit and Jenny's venture. 90-Day Fiancé, Jenny responds to comment about dating Sumit when he was 14. 90-Day Fiancé, the Other Way star Jenny Slatten, who recently married Sumit Singh, revealed if he was really 14 years old when she first met him. The finale of the 90-Day Fiancé spin-off came bearing good news for viewers who've been following Sumit and Jenny's tumultuous journey since season 1. Back then, Sumit was already married to his secret ex-wife, and in the following season, he had to follow his mother's orders and give Jenny a promise ring instead of a real one. Funnily enough, Sumit ran out of excuses this time around, even though he admitted to being scared of what Jenny would be like as a wife. The age gap between Sumit and Jenny is arguably one of the biggest in the 90-Day Fiancé franchise. It was also the biggest reason why Sumit's mom and dad, Sadhna and Anil, have been opposed to their wedding. Due to Sumit's hesitance, Jenny would have to depend on her tourist visa to leave the country and come back every 6 months. But Jenny did happen to put an end to the expensive affair after the wise words of Sumit's astrologer, Khalid, changed his mother's mind. Eventually, Sadhna accepted Jenny. However, she did secretly hope for Sumit to leave Jenny and come to her senses. Little does Sadhna know that with Sumit and Jenny marrying secretly, it's too late for her to pray for a breakup. On Facebook, Jenny happened to share a photo from her wedding day with Sumit. It showed Jenny and Sumit standing outside the Arya Samaj temple they married in and looking lovingly into each other's eyes. Amidst all the comments that wished happiness to the newly married couple, one decided to play spoilsport to ask, "Congratulations. Did I hear that you met Sumit when he was 14 while staying with his parents?" Without wasting any time, 90 Day Fiancé icon Jenny replied, seriously amazed at the fans' rudeness. Other fans pointed out that if the commentator had really watched Sumit and Jenny's storyline unfold on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, they would have known that this question was offensive. Another fan explained that it was clearly mentioned on the reality show that Sumit is currently 33 and Jenny is 63 years old. Okay, Jenny started talking to Sumit when he was a telemarketer in 2011. That would have made him around 23 years old, the expert added. Considering Sumit flew Jenny to India to meet him in 2013, he would have been 25 when she stayed at Sumit's house with his parents in New Delhi. While Jenny didn't bother doing any of the explaining herself, she replied to the fan who did with an approval, saying, "Yep." Sumit and Jenny constantly said that they had been waiting to get married for a decade. It's not difficult to deduce that they were both adults when they met, as the show mentions their current ages in almost every episode. Even in their moment of happiness, naysayers claimed that the chances of Sumit and Jenny's marriage working out are not very high. Still, months after they got married, the 90 Day Fiancé, the other way couple is still together, proving all the haters wrong by showing that despite the age gap, theirs is a love that will never end. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny and Sumit Tease comeback with happily ever after. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way couple Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh, who finally got married on the finale, have hinted at their return to the franchise via 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7. It took 10 long years since Sumit catfished Jenny by pretending to be Michael Jones on Facebook for the two to finally become husband and wife officially. The entire 90 Day Fiancé fandom has breathed a sigh of relief after being shocked upon knowing that Sumit finally ran out his excuses and Jenny will no longer keep waiting. But it appears that Sumit may still have a few tricks up his Sherwani sleeve which he may pull off in a new spin-off with Jenny. Because of Sumit's disastrous first wedding with his ex-wife, he was scared about Jenny becoming more controlling if they ever marry. Moreover, Sumit's trusted astrologer Khalid also informed him that a court wedding would be ideal for him and Jenny to have a happy future ahead. But Sumit's cold feet decided to withdraw the marriage application process, which anyway was going to keep them stalling for 30 days. Meanwhile, Jenny's visa was not going to get an extension, so she and Sumit ended up doing a private Arya Samaj temple wedding. However, Sumit and Jenny decided to not invite any friends and hide that they were marrying from his mom and dad Sadhna and Anil to avoid any drama or last-minute obstructions. This, in itself, makes for a great Bollywood-esque plot of what would happen on 90 Day Fiancé when Sumit's parents finally find out about his wedding with Jenny. But if that wasn't an indication enough of Sumit and Jenny probably being roped in for a new spin-off, the couple's Instagram post surely is. Palm Springs resident Jenny, who usually avoids posting on Instagram, shared a happy selfie of herself and Sumit. "We are married," the ecstatic Jenny wrote in her caption for the post, followed with a slew of wedding-inspired emoji. Many of Jenny's 90 Day Fiancé co-stars such as David Toborowski, Evelyn Villegas, and Kenneth Niedermeyer congratulated the pair. But not many may have noticed the hashtags 90 Day Fiancé Theatherway, hashtag 90 Day Fiancé, hashtag TLC Love Wins Never Give Up, hashtag Stay Strong India America, and Happily Ever After that Jenny used. The stage has been set for a major war to happen between Sumit, Jenny, and his parents over their sudden decision to wed. In all probability, Jenny will be held accountable for keeping the truth since Sadhna only accepted her half-heartedly. The fact that Sumit went against what the stars had planned for him and did a temple wedding might also wreck his chances of being happy with Jenny. And since it's likely that Sumit and Jenny show up on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? The chances of them leaving India and heading for the US also increase. Undeniably, Jenny and Sumit's wedding was the highlight of the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 3 finale. This shows that Jenny and Sumit were the most talked about couple of the 2021 edition. While many just wanted their storyline to quit dragging and just end, many are still invested in the May/December romance. Some fans have already decided that Sumit and Jenny's married life has a limited shelf life. And to find out if their relationship really comes with an expiration date, what better way to do so than watch Sumit and Jenny on a new 90 Day Fiancé show? 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny Slatten's wedding photos have fans swooning. Jenny Slatten is finally getting married to Sumit Singh, and 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way fans have been floored by her makeover as a traditional Indian bride. Palm Springs resident Jenny has been mocked several times throughout her journey on the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off ever since she fell for Sumit's catfishing scam. Because it certainly wasn't the last time Sumit lied to her, fans expected him to never marry Jenny and keep making excuses for the rest of his life. But just as Jenny hinted at returning to America after Sumit claimed a second marriage scares him, he has changed his mind for his lover of a decade. Not only are Sumit and Jenny marrying, but she also makes one of the franchise's most gorgeous brides. Sumit, who's gone to great lengths to avoid getting married, claimed he wasn't prepared to get his mom and dad to approve of Jenny. So instead of getting giddy with happiness like Jenny, Sumit got cold feet and wondered if the American lady would transform into his controlling ex-wife. Moreover, Sumit also put the legal marriage process on hold without telling Jenny, which brought him great ire from TLC viewers. Because of this, Jenny almost made it back to the US, but the season finale of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way changes things. A preview clip from episode 14 of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, shared by 90 Day Fiancé on Twitter, shows Jenny dressing up for the wedding with Sumit. "I think it's just beautiful," Jenny can't stop herself from saying, and shedding tears of joy when she catches her reflection in the mirror. The crew member helping Jenny with the heavy outfit comments she looks like a queen, which fans certainly agree with. The salmon pink lehenga set that Jenny is wearing, accessorized with an emerald and gold necklace, a mong tikka or forehead jewelry, and a large round nath or gold ring, made her look nothing like the Jenny fans are used to seeing on TV every Sunday night. "This is the most beautiful wedding dress I have ever seen. I hope the parents don't prevent the wedding. Poor Jenny's been waiting 9 years, wrote Twitter's at Bora Barcelona after seeing these stunning visuals of Jenny. "Must say Jenny looks beautiful. Please don't let this Sumit, leave her the altar." Posted fan at Runatupchick 2. A different 90 Day Fiancé viewer at Lalis Mama 4 adds, "Jenny, you made a gorgeous bride. And you can see the love you share," before hoping that Sumit's parents get to see the love that all of us can see. But just as 64-year-old Jenny feels overwhelmed because she can't believe the wedding is finally happening and starts crying, Sumit's eyes go wide when he sees the love of his life walking towards him. He too is dressed in a soft pink sherwani suit as an Indian groom, which fans think makes him look fabulous. "You are looking gorgeous, like the most beautiful person I've ever seen," Sumit explains and tells the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way cameras that his heart stopped beating for a moment because he can't believe this is Jenny. "Look what I'm getting," the giggly couple says to each other in the romantic scene. However, fans are still not convinced that Jenny and Sumit will eventually get married in this episode. It appears that Sumit is marrying Jenny only because his astrologer Khalid has advised him to. He still wants to keep the wedding a secret from his parents, and fans are sure Sumit will end up breaking Jenny's heart eventually. 90 Day Fiancé, Sumit shares why he's getting married to Jenny secretly. Star of 90 Day Fiancé Sumit Singh is ready to marry Jenny Slatten, but he hasn't invited his parents to his wedding for one reason. Many fans may know that Sumit and Jenny have been in a relationship for about 10 years. The couple fell for each other while chatting online, and Jenny then moved to India to live with her beau. However, she learned that Sumit was already married. The Palm Springs native was shocked that her man kept her in the dark, but she didn't stop loving him. After Sumit got divorced from his first wife, Jenny thought she could easily get married to the love of her life. However, Sumit's parents, Anil and Sadhna, didn't allow the couple to tie the knot. In fact, Sadhna threatened to commit suicide if Sumit married Jenny. Since the 33-year-old TV star didn't want to go against his parents' wishes, he could only give Jenny a promise ring. But things changed rapidly in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 3, and Sumit's mother and father finally accepted Jenny as Sumit's partner. But they didn't give their blessings for the wedding just yet. The promo of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way showed Sumit and Jenny in their stunning wedding attires. The couple is ready to get married in a simple ceremony without Sumit's parents. When Jenny asked, Sumit revealed that he was nervous about getting married secretly. He knows that his parents will be upset after learning that he tied the knot without informing or inviting them. During a confessional, the Indian native admitted that he felt bad. He wished to tell his parents about his wedding, but he couldn't. Sumit believes that they would have tried to stop his wedding if he had notified them. Check out the video shared by 90 Day Fiancé on Instagram. It seems like Sumit, who probably wants children, has an inkling that his parents haven't fully accepted Jenny. But he is hopeful that his family will be reunited once again. While Sumit was nervous, Jenny also got emotional after seeing herself dressed as a bride. Many 90 Day Fiancé fans are glad to see the couple in their beautiful bridal outfits. A fan commented, "Finally! Jenny looked so beautiful. And deserves to be happy." Another chimed in, "Wow! Finally, I never thought Sumit was going to marry her." Someone else said, "It's been a long time coming. Jenny looks beautiful." Sumit's nervousness is fair because his parents love him, and they would be hurt to know that he didn't even invite them to his wedding. It isn't easy for a parent to let their child marry a person twice their age. Still, Sadhna and Anil understood Sumit and Jenny's love and promised to stop interfering with their relationship. They should have gotten the invite, but Sumit knows his parents the best. The 90 Day Fiancé star probably made the right decision to get married to Jenny secretly. 90 Day Fiancé, Khalid reveals why Sumit and Jenny can't have big wedding. Jenny Slatten's dream of getting married to 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way partner Sumit Singh is coming true, but it looks like she may not get a big wedding, at least according to Khalid. 63-year-old Jenny met Sumit, 33, on Facebook a decade ago before the couple became a staple in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise owing to their massive age gap and cultural differences. Although Sumit and Jenny decided to marry in 2013, various obstacles including his mom Sadhna's opposition stopped them from doing so. After having dealt with Sumit's mom making her life difficult for a weekend, Jenny finally saw light at the end of the tunnel thanks to astrologer Khalid. Khalid became the MVP of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way when he advised Sadhna to let go of her son and accept Jenny. While Sadhna sang a different tune after Khalid called her selfish, she didn't really give permission for Jenny to become Sumit's bride. It's plausible that Sadhna follows in Armando Rubio's dad's footsteps and refuses to attend Jenny and Sumit's wedding. However, as it turns out, the couple may have some restrictions. In a clip from 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 3 shared by Us Weekly, Khalid informs Sumit that the coast is clear for him to marry Jenny. However, owing to Sumit's disastrous first marriage, it's best that he and Jenny have a simple court wedding. You can get married. No big deal, the expert informs Jenny and Sumit as per his calculations using the lunar system of astrology. Khalid recalls that the couple's stars were quite negative in the past, but now they can tie the knot. However, Khalid also adds, "You have to be specifically clear about this that we're not doing the temple thing here." According to the astrologer, the stars do now allow Sumit to have a ceremony wedding. Khalid goes on to explain that if Jenny and Sumit do have a formal wedding, chances are that it won't last. The expert is of the opinion that however Sumit and Jenny get married, it has to be done in the court, and he adds, "You have to be very careful about the celebration part." As Jenny nods in agreement, the astrologer advises that the ceremonies, parties, and wedding festivities will have to be cut. He suggests the wedding should be kept to you two only. If they do not abide by what the stars have to say, Sumit might have to go through divorce again. While Sumit admits that everything is happening very quickly and mentions cold feet, Jenny is simply happy about not having to return to America every 6 months on her travel visa. At the same time, Sumit will be voicing his hesitance clearly to Jenny, this time by confessing his failed past marriage still haunts him. Regardless of whether Jenny and Sumit have a lavish wedding on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, the groom's reluctance is now clearly showing. In the previous season, the duo was advised to have an Arya Samaj ceremony, and Sumit had settled for promise rings. With Jenny's patience wearing thin every week, it will be interesting to see if she does end up married to Sumit or takes the next flight to Palm Springs. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny confesses her thoughts on sadhana's neti yoga practice. Jenny Slatten has shared her true thoughts on Sumit Singh's parents Sadhana and Anil making her do neti yoga on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. If 90 Day Fiancé viewers expected Sadhana to make Jenny's life miserable during her stay at her home, Sumit's mother has truly gone above and beyond. The Indian matriarch wants Jenny to become the perfect Indian bride, but at